Hey everyone, welcome to week 9. I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain what you need to cover for this week. There's some important stuff, so pay attention. First thing you'll need to do, of course, is take the week 9 attendance quiz. Once you do that, the rest of the week 9 module will be available to you. Underneath that quiz, the first item you'll see is a review of week 8. So just read that real quick, give you a little reminder of what we covered last week. The next item you'll see is a video, and in that video I am going to give a follow-up on the week 8 discussion. So remember, in week 8 discussion you looked at 2 poems and answered some questions about them. Normally we follow up on the discussions in a journal assignment, but this week we're not going to do it that way. So that video offers a follow-up on the 2 poems that you read for last week's discussion. There is no assignment associated with it, but it's there for you, and it's not very long. I would still love for you to watch that video and just get some final thoughts, not only about those 2 poems from last week, but about all the discussions in general. Okay? After that, you're going to see a lesson on speech sounds, the last short story that we read for our short story unit. There will be a PowerPoint and a video, right? So make sure that you look at both of those. That information will be on the short stories exam that you take next week. Which brings us to the next item in the week 9 module, which is a handout in video that gives you a review for that short stories exam. So there's a handout that goes through all of the information that you need to study and review for the short stories exam. And in the video, I go over that handout. Just so you know, I'm not going to be going over all the stories again in that review video. You can go back and watch all of those videos in the previous week's modules. But I am sort of going to go through each story and kind of highlight what you probably need to pay the most attention to. Right? And then we have the homework for week 9. Really, only 2 items. You have Journal 9, right? There'll be a video in the instruction area where I explain what you need to do. Due by Sunday night. And then you have the week 9 discussion, right? So there will be a video in those instructions as well. You'll try to have your first post up by Thursday night and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday night before the discussion closes at 11:59 p.m. The item that I've listed in the middle is to simply study for the short stories exam. However you feel like you need to do that, just be prepared for it. Don't go into week 10 thinking that you can dive right into that exam and do really well on it easily. It's not hard. Everything you're going to need for that exam, I'm giving you, and I've already given you in the previous weeks, but you still want to have a very clear idea of what you're going to need to know for each story. So use to your advantage the fact that the only 2 graded items you have for homework this week are the journal and the discussion. I did not give you a 3rd assignment here in week 9 because I want you to seriously prepare for that short stories exam. So use the review to your advantage. Okay? Alright, if you have any questions or run into any problems, let me know. Otherwise, you are free to go ahead and get started on everything for week 9.